This question comes from Marianne. Marianne wants to know, how much raw food do I eat in a day? And basically, what's my diet like? Marianne, I've been experimenting with many diets, and I'm a doctor and I'm trying to figure out what works best for everybody. And the truth of the matter is, what I've found in my research is that every individual person is different. There's never going to be one specific diet that works for everybody. Everybody's got a different blood type, everybody's got a different biochemistry, and everybody lives in a different environment. I've tried the fruitarian diet, I've tried the raw vegan diet, I've tried 90% raw, 10% cooked. Although one thing I do avoid, the best that I possibly can, is consuming any animal products. Any animal products where the animal has to die. Now, I was a lacto-vegetarian for a while, which means I could consume cheese and milk along with other types of foods. Right now, recently, I'm moving towards the fruitarian diet. I try to eat 90% raw every single day. About 10%, if the 10% is cooked or lightly cooked, it's either a vegetable soup, an organic vegetable soup, or nothing is usually canned, and I'll eat some seeds and I'll eat some raw nuts. But basically, I try to stick with 90% raw foods, vegetables. If the vegetables are lightly steamed or sprouted, lentils, stuff like that, my diet is a little bit mixed. What I'm hoping to transition to, and I'm all just experimenting with my body, and that's basically what I have to do to see what's going to work best for me, and that's what everybody should do. Your body changes from the spring to the fall to the summer, etc. What works for me is I like to get locally grown, seasonal vegetables and fruits that seem to work really good. And I also have my own garden, and I've noticed a tremendous difference when you pick your fruits or your vegetables directly from the vine and you eat them immediately. There's an energy transfer that comes into the body that's unmatched. And if anyone wants to learn how to transfuse all of your genetic composition into a seed and then plant that seed, and that seed will grow a plant, and that plant will provide for you exactly what you need pretty much to heal any disease and bring your body back into full-blown homeostasis. And those books are the Anastasia books. They're available online, and they're written by a guy named Vladimir Megre. And I would definitely recommend everybody read those books. Another good book on diet information is Beyond Reality, I think. It's by Benito Didano. And chapter 10 talks about diet. Ultimately, I would love to be a breatharian, because technically I don't even think we need food. There are breatharians that are alive today on this planet that live off the air alone. Why can you live off the air alone? The air is 70 to 80% water. You're going to get your water through the air. There's pollen floating in the air, which is 40% protein. Every nutrient our body needs is in the air, in a perfect, clean environment. I'm not saying you can live in a big city and live off the air. It's not going to happen. But ultimately, the human body was meant to live off the air. And we have 4 pounds of dead cells in our body every day. That's enough food to feed every single one of our living foods. The body is literally a recycle system. If we had the mindset and we were at that spiritual level and we were living in a perfectly clean environment, our dead cells would be enough food to feed our live cells, so the body would be able to provide everything it needs to itself, because there's just as many dead cells dying as there are new cells being born. And then we would get the water through the air and everything else we need in the air. So I don't have a specific diet that I follow year round. I'm ultimately working towards eating nothing but fruit, basically following a fruitarian diet and transitioning into a breatharian diet when the time is right. Thank you.